while I'm making coffee, of course. Who there? Hey. My first video was skipping. So I figured, you know, maybe there's a need to repost it real quick. Alright, this time I'm not about to wait for everybody to pop up because they're going to see it regardless. As I figured out from the first video, right? So, because my other video was all cranky, I decided that I probably should repost it. So, like I was telling y'all in the first video, for those who saw it, the magic in brainwashing, indirectly or directly. 1. In order to brainwash somebody, you have to either be able to trick their vision or trick their mind if you can't trick their vision. You have to convince somebody. Somebody don't want me to tell you about this, so I'm going to take the headphones out. And give y'all. I don't know, where did I put the headphones at, y'all? Hold on. Stay still. Remember my uncle used to say, peace be still, that kind of thing. So anyway, they really don't want me to tell you about this. Anyway, you have to be tricked out of your concept of reality. So you either have to be convinced of something other than what you already know. Let's say in your reality, or in reality, you're attractive. Now, your opponent has to convince you that you're not attractive. What I'm starting to realize is that it's a combination of indirect and direct, even with social media. So what I noticed is that I'm whittled, right? I'm whittled. I'm not that big. I'm going to show you. I'm little. Right? I'm little. I got a big heart. Blah, 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 blah. So when I get on social media, I'm going to see a bunch of thick, plump females. Indirectly making me feel, or designed to make me feel insecure and make me want to be that instead of being comfortable with who I am and how I am. Now, the other name of the game is when you got the people with a little bit of coins, people with a little bit of power, even people without it. People who just like to strategize against another person, right? Maybe somebody in your circle that you know. Somebody close. What's up? They will come through. Literally will try to use little teeny stuff against you in your own reality. And they'll try to spread it amongst people that you commonly know to make them shut you down. Therefore making you feel isolated. therefore making you feel insecure in your reality. Therefore making you feel like you're not wanted. Now, the fun part in this is you can either allow it to break you down, or you can actually participate so that you can get to know your opponent. So they say you give them what you want, you give them what they want, and you lose out. Or is it you give them the concept and reality, the thought that they're getting what they want? So if their purpose is to break you down, you can either actually break down if you're strong enough, mentally, emotionally, physically, and financially. If you're strong enough to physically break down just to find out what your opponent is after, then so be it. But if you don't have all of those resources, then there's another way. You pretend to break down, giving them the idea, stroking their ego, making them feel as though you're broken down. Now your opponent reveals themselves at all costs. Because in order for a person to want to do that, or a group of people to want to do that to somebody, it has to be of ego, any old ways. So therefore, you get to know your opponent, and your opponent is now brainwashed. You're not. You understand what I'm saying? Now they are the people looking like, duh. Period. I literally just had this happen to me. Literally just had this happen to me. And the funny part is, my opponent is weak. Whoever it is. I'm not even going to put a name on it because it doesn't matter. Because my opponent tried to wait until they thought that I was totally at my weakest point. The smart people involved knew I was at my strongest point. And the smart people sat there and watched the idiots actually do this shit, knowing that's going to make the person look like a nut. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, all of that, and I'm still chilling. Regardless. And at the same time, my opponent did all the work for me, because now I don't have to determine who really deal with me, who really care about me, who really love me, and who don't. So I ain't had to do no work at the end of the day. Shout out to them. But that's how you play the game when it comes to this indirect and direct brainwashing. Period. That's just how I go. Hit my... What's up? I'm still not your friend, though. So anyway, all kinds of stuff gets manipulated. Channels. What else? Business. Money. Family. All of that to break you down. It's all fun. The power is in who creates during the blizzard. Deuces.